Hello. Hello. Thank you. Thank you. I can see some people. Thank you. Oh, did I come in 4 minutes? That's not good. I came in 3 minutes late. But thank you so much. So, my name is Teshwa Jogona, and this is Teshwa Jogona Vlogs. And guys, I kind of look forward these days for Friday to start or Saturday, because life has become very, very, very busy. So I look forward to the time that probably I can come in live, because I've created a relationship with the people on Teshwa Jogona Vlogs that I feel that I owe you content. I owe you something to look forward to or to come and check. And that content has to be content that can benefit someone out there. So if you see that 2-3 days have gone and there's no new content, it's because life has just turned around. There's so much things going on, but all is good, and I'm happy to be here. Please, if you're there, let me know who I'm talking to, and we can crack on and we can start this today's topic, because today's topic is gonna be just like a story, and it's an open forum, open for questions. So feel free to pop in any kind of question, any question you would like to know there. Yeah. Thank you for liking. Thank you for liking. So yeah, I'm waiting to see if we have people available, then we can start. It's class. So when you come in, you say present and you mark the register so that I know that I'm not alone. Thank you for liking and thank you for being there. I can see someone. Thank you so much. So if you don't mind, I've said I'm Tesh. If you don't mind, I would like to know who is there so that we can communicate. But how was your Friday? I hope you're having a good day. You've had a good day. Hey, Jane. Thank you. Thank you for popping around. Thank you so much, Jane. Jane Denzel, thank you so much. Thank you for your support. Thank you so much. Hello. Oh, I know this time. Yeah, if you're from United Kingdom, this time is time to go to work. Yeah, it's quarter past. But thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. So today's topic, it will be just a free flow, and we're just going to talk of my journey. I've had some of the members or subscribers asking how I found myself in the UK, and I don't blame them. The reason why they would like to know, it's probably because the past few weeks or a month or so, we've been dealing with a lot of skilled and unskilled workers visa. And of course, if someone that is talking to you about that and they're in UK, then probably would like to know how they got themselves there. So yes, we are going to start. And how I got myself in the UK, that was more than a decade ago. And of course, if you've been following me, I keep saying I came to follow my family, or I came to follow my husband. So of course, I was in Kenya, and we had to go through all the immigration paperworks. So my spouse, who was the one I was coming to, was working for UK, but wasn't based in UK. Yeah. So was working for UK. And I know this question comes and people get confused. How comes I'm in UK and I have lived in Germany? Yeah, it's because the job that he was in had posted him in Germany, but my visa was supposed to be a UK one because those are their employers. Denzel, it's not really easy. Oh my God, I know. It's hard work. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Yes, Thursday. Thursday I was there. I was at those ends. I was in, yeah, that those place I won't mention. And then the same day I had a shift that night. So I had spent my whole day schooling that place, and then went. I know it's not easy, but everything is ours. We have to embrace and just crack on and keep doing it. Thank you so much, guys. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're not very late. We are just starting and we are discussing my journey. And if you see the title, my journey is my journey to UK, Germany, then UK. And this is to answer so many people that have been asking how I found myself here. So, guys, as I said earlier, so I was in Kenya and we had to do the paperwork. But because the employer is in UK, the employer of my husband, then I had to come through UK to be able to get another status in UK to join him in Germany. So, guys, in our mind, we thought us applying, because this is how we calculated. I'm just coming to the UK as a pass-by because that's where the employer is. And then I'll be going to Germany. So I don't need any other type of visa. I only need a visa to get me here. So what did we apply for? We applied for a visit visa. Yeah. Mind you, all the rest of the paperworks are showing that we are married, and it's his job that is sponsoring me to join him. So I'm coming as a spouse. So we did all our paperwork and we sent our paperwork. And that time they used to be, the UK embassy used to be not very far from what is it called? Kenyatta Hospital. I can't remember the name because now it has changed. If you don't know, the UK offices are in Westlands, and the paperwork, your decision is not made in Kenya, your decision is made in South Africa. So a lot has changed since then. So thank you, Jane. Come back to you soon. Thank you. I appreciate. Yeah. So we sent the paperwork and we waited for the decision. Of course, the decision, it's either used to take 10 working days or 15 working days. So when I say 10 working days, that means that is 2 weeks. If it's 15 working days, that is 3 weeks. So guys, because they won't calculate the weekends. So we sent the paperwork and waited. So when the day came, remember, I am the one at home. So my partner is in UK. Is in Germany working, that is. Yeah. So the 3 weeks or the 2 weeks finished. So you go for your decision. So we used to go and you sit in a row. There is rows, and you wait for your name to be called. You see, like the way you sit in hospitals or somewhere, you're waiting for your turn. So that's how it is. They call your number, the number that you took when you're coming in, and then you go and you're given an envelope. I will never forget that envelope. That envelope is a polythene. It's not this type of envelope. It's a polythene one. It's a polythene one. So, and people had already said, if you feel that your paper is more than you had, like the more than the ones you had delivered, then know that you had been denied. You have been denied. Yeah, you have been denied. So my turn came and I was given my envelope. Hey, and I could feel the weight of the envelope is, it's more. The weight of the envelope is more than what I had given them the previous week. So anyway, I could not wait after the stairs, and then you can hear stories. You can hear stories. Hey, these days siku hizi hata wapatianangi visa aki wananyima watu. So so inside the lift, you've already met people, and you don't even have hope. You don't even have hope. Anyway, me, after getting downstairs, what I did is I opened my envelope. I didn't even have to look at the passport, because what met my eyes was very, very like white as snow papers. And I knew those papers, what they do is they write. Yeah? In those papers, they write, they summarize, they put clauses, they put judgment, they put everything. The reason why they have denied your visa. So, guys, my visa had been denied. Yeah. So, mind you, you are a new bride. So you are really, you are a new bride. You are really looking forward to, to that reunion with your partner. But now visa is denied, so it's back to zero. Of course, I didn't take it. Of course, I wasn't like disappointed, because for one, for me, I was still okay. Like I was still doing okay. I was living my life. Yeah, and that's why I don't know your situation right now, but as you wait for that thing you want, or as you wait for that country you want to go, as you wait for those doors to open, please live your life. If it's school, go. If it's work, do it. If it's businesses, open. Like, live just a normal life, so that when that life that you want comes, it will find you in a normal, you are still living life. Because don't allow yourself to stop living because you're expecting something. Like, I will start living when I come to UK. I will start living when I come to Germany. I will start living when I go to Asia, or I will start living when I'm promoted in this job, even if you are whichever country you are. So anyway, I went home, and of course, everyone wanted, not everyone, but basically the families wanted to know, because really the families want you to go and join your partner, right? So we had to break the news to my husband, and all we said is, let's take a breath. And after a few days, after a week or so, we started the process again. But to be fair, let me tell you, that's why you should know that it's funny. The thing that make you get denied a visa might be this big, or it might be this tiny, very tiny. Like, you're thinking, why couldn't they have just phoned me and asked me that question? So this is why my visa was denied. One, because my first passport, I was a student. Yeah, on your passport there's occupation. So my first passport, I was a student, but I had money in my account. You get me? I had money in my account, and I had, like, when I applied, I had a bank statement. So the question was, where did the money come from? Yeah, that was one thing. The second thing, they said all the paperwork that I submitted, all the paperwork submitted showed that I was I was going to I was going to reunite with my husband. So why am I applying a visit visa? Remember, they're not denying you the visit visa and telling you which visa you're supposed to apply. That time, the visit visa was I think it was 7,000. Yeah, the visit visa was 7,000. Now it has really gone up. I think it's around 13,000 or so. The 6 months visit visa. Then it was 7,000. So we had to research. We had to research and find out which visa I'm supposed to be applying. That's why I always insist on knowledge is power. Please, please, please get get your get your Google, search whatever you want. Of course, it might not be accurate, but you have ideas of what is going on. So anyway, we searched and we found out the visa that was meant, or the visa that the job, the spouses of the job he's doing, what visa they were supposed to be applying for. And that visa was a dependent visa. Dependent stroke spouse visa. So, you know what? We did the paperwork, submitted, and I was waiting for I can't remember, is it either the 3 weeks or 2 weeks, so that I can go and find out if my decision has been made. Yeah. So 2 days later after submitting, I was in town. It was noisy and there was a call. And the call was like, "Are you Mrs. So and so?" I said, "Yes." Please come to the embassy the soonest you can, because your decision has been made. So they're not telling you what the decision is. They're telling you the decision has been made. Hey, me. I said, okay. One, you don't tell me the decision. Two, you are calling me 2 days after I've submitted the paperwork, and I'm supposed to come for my decision in 2 or 3 weeks. That means the paperwork we submitted is a mess. Yeah, the psychology, the thoughts of a human being. I thought for the worst. I'm like, you know what? I don't even know. I don't even know how I'm going to get that decision, because already that decision is bad. Eh? It was a mess. That's why they only took 2 days to check it. So this is how, let me tell you, I've already said the two things that made me uh, be denied the first visa. So that was because I was a student, but I had money in the account. So the question is, did the money come from? So what I had not done, of course, they had the evidence of my husband's they had the evidence of my husband's bank statement. Yeah. So they wanted the evidence of my bank statement. So my money came in two places. Yeah. I was a student, but I worked part-time. So I had to go to that company and tell them to give me pay slips. Yeah, because immediately after my schooling, I started working. So they gave me pay slips as evidence. Yeah. And also I included the checks, the copy of checks, like they photocopied the copy of checks that they have been paying me for evidence. And then the second reason why they had denied the visa. Thank you, guys. Thank you for being here. Please feel free to pop a question. The second reason why they had denied a visa, it's because we had applied for a visit visa, which according to them was the wrong visa. So we applied for the dependent or spousal visa. Yeah. So you see, I have tackled the two things. And this is the thing. about how the countries abroad or Europe countries do things. They will let you know what is your mistake. And then when you correct it, and if you correct it, then they have no reason why they shouldn't grant you your visa. But anyway, here I am in town. I have received the call and I'm thinking, what again? Anyway, I said, whatever. I called I called my husband and I told him, you see, it's 3 days since we submitted the paperwork and they have called me to tell the decision is ready. I think they have decided there's no point of giving this girl a visa. And I think they've already made that decision. And he was like, no, they had already, you go and check. My feeling is, he told me, my feeling is you submitted the paperwork and everything else was correct. The only two things they wanted you to prove, we've done them. So the process shouldn't be as long as the normal process. So anyway, I went the following day. And picked my decision. The gray envelope, I will never forget that envelope. But this time round, I didn't even open because I I just didn't want, because I had this conclusion in my mind. So I waited until we get home. So that time you can remember. So you walk. I trekked. I went to get a matatu in Kenyatta. So you get the one for Ngong. I used to live somewhere around Ngong. Gitonga Alice. Hi, Tesh. Hi, Gitonga Alice. Welcome here. Welcome. You're welcome. Judy Hub. Hi, gal. Geivika host. De mwega muno. De mwega. I hope ona wewe ni wako na muthenya mwega. Yeah, karibuni sana. Yeah. So I go home and of course because I'm married, so my home was close to my in-laws, and of course I was their daughter. So I remember my father-in-law came, held my hand and said, it's okay, darling. He was an Englishman. May his soul rest in peace. It's okay. Even if they don't grant you the visa, you will live here near me until you're my daughter. So, but I said, thank you, but I don't have the strength to open the envelope. So he was like, we are going to do this, Dokamake. We are going to do this. Judy, hehe, cool. Oh, well done. That's what I want to hear. Everyone has had a good day. Thank you. Yeah, so we open the envelope. He opens the envelope and he says, I can't see the white papers. The white papers that I had last time after denial. There's no white papers here. So that was a sign of relief. And then he said, let's check the passport. So me and him, we check the passport. And I have schooled around East Africa. I've gone to schools in East Africa, but if you know very well, before we had the passports, the East African passport, we used to go to Sharia House. Is it Sharia House? And take a pass. Yeah, you pay for a whole year pass or something if you're a student. So really, I didn't have any idea how a visa looks like. But what I knew is that how the passport is inside. So I knew my passport did not have anything inside. So when we opened, and we saw the visa. So because it will stand out, because you took a blank passport. So there's this passport, and then he starts reading for me. Remember, for me now, I'm just looking. I mean, I don't know how to, you don't know how to react or behave. So it reads, blah blah blah, so and so, dependent visa, and let me remind you, if you have a dependent visa or a spousal visa, the name of the person that has made you be granted that visa is on your visa. Yeah. So it's written there, and I was given 4 years visa. 4 years visa. Yes. So I was like, what? So I had to call. I had to call my husband. I was like, yeah, I've been given a visa. So it's real. Wow, they only took 3 days to make the decision, blah, blah, blah. But you're still not sure. You're like, is it true or is it not true? Anyway, time went by, and I remember, I think the visa was given sometime in November. Yes, around November time. And I will never forget the day I traveled. I think it's what is called Jamhuri Day. Is it the 12th of December? Yes. So now it's me, and I'm being told what to carry and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so I was told to come with my muiko. I was told to come with unga ugali. I was told to come with this and this and this and this. I traveled on the 12th of December. Jamhur, is it? Anyway, hey, yani it's been some time. Mpaka hata sikumbuki Jamhuri Day inakuanga when. But I know that 12th of December there's a celebration in Kenya. So I came, and I was taken to the airport by my family. You okay?
Can I have Daddy's laptop?
You want Daddy's laptop?
Yeah.
I think it's there.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was taken to the airport, and the thing is, on my arrival, my husband was not to be in UK. Yeah, because he's working in Germany. So I had our friends coming to pick me from the airport, and he was going to join us later, because anyway it was coming to Christmas leave. So I got here Heathrow, and I was like, okay, it's not, there's some expectation of this. That is my charger. There's some expectation of what you think UK will look like or London will look like. And mind you, it was November, so it was getting cold. It was cold compared to what I'm used to. Anyway, got to the airport, and hey, so that's where the story was. I was the last person from that flight to be released out of the gate. And this is what, if you're planning to travel or if you're planning to come, I don't know which kind of visa you're coming with, but there is always thorough checkup that happens in immigration. Yeah. So you come in, because I'm living in the UK more than 6 months. So I'm expected to do a TB test, which there is a specific place. I think it's in Nairobi Hospital. By then it was 5,000. You do a TB test. The thing is, when you get to Heathrow, they will do their own TB test. So you will show remember the place you went to be checked is the place that they have recommended as immigration. But you get here, they have to keep you go for that room. In that room they do the test. Remember, the person that is picking me, they're still waiting for me outside there, in the airport. And then another thing they had to check, so they started checking, how old are you, when were you married, how long do you know your spouse for, all those things. Remember, they have taken everything that you wrote to immigration, they have summarized, and they have a copy of themselves. So they're asking you questions that you used in migration. You might think that you left immigration in Kenya. No, they have everything here in Heathrow. So they ask you all the question: where does your partner work? And if he's in that country, who is picking you up? The person that are picking you up, where do they live? All those questions, you have to answer them correctly. But for me, it was easier to answer them because we've been with my husband for so long. one, and the people that were coming to pick me up are people that I've met even in Kenya. They live here, but I've met them in Kenya. Like, we've been friends for some time. So after that, they told me, "Mom, you can leave now." I went and found I will say my host waiting for me and the husband, and we started the journey from the airport to their home, which was like 2.5 or 3 hours. And I was like, "What the hell?" Because you're thinking that, me, I've zoyad, I come from the mat, my home is like there. But yeah, we drove it, and I was like, we even stopped for a coffee break. you know we stopped for a coffee break. And one thing that my host is British, no, like native British. And one thing I had to learn is to, I had to stay like this and listen to what she's saying. Yeah, of course now of course now I'm better. I've settled with the accents, but that time it was, so you can imagine, I was going to live or to stay for a few days with a native British, a very nice lady with the husband, until my husband comes. But the husband is from East Africa. So anyway, we went home, and it's all, of course, it's cold, it looks different. Yeah, the housing looks different. And I would say, if that place is posh. If you're in the UK, I was told that, by then I was told that place is among the poshest place. Yeah. So anyway, we lived there, and in one day, in 3 days or so, my husband came, and he was on Christmas leave. So that was my first Christmas, my first white Christmas in UK, because I came in the month of December. And now, of course, we had to utilize our time in UK, and we also had to apply now for my status to go to Germany, because remember, UK is home because employers are here, but like home where we are going to live is Germany. So he did my paperwork, because he's the one now who knows what we're supposed to do. He did my paperwork, and I think within 2 days or so, my paperwork came in my host address, and it was just something they call sofa stamp. It's called sofa stamp, and it's something that enables dependents or people, dependents or spouses, or even the children of people working in the army, to travel to Germany without restrictions. Yeah, to travel there and live there without restrictions. So let me tell you, I was cold. We had to keep going for shopping for, I don't know, thermo tops, I don't know what. But I was told, wait until you go to Germany. And girl, one day, right? They were right. 31st or 1st of December, 31st or 1st of the coming year, we flew to Germany. And I remember we kept going between Hamburg. If you're in Germany or you live in Germany, you'd know Hamburg. We would fly between Hamburg and Hanover. They have airports there, Hamburg and Hanover. And the reason why I had to ask, we were told we are almost landing. Why are we not landing? And I was told it's because there is so much snow that there is nowhere for the plane to land. So the thing we were doing, like going to Hanover and then coming back to Hamburg, it was just to stay afloat until the airport is cleared up. So in UK, I did not experience the snow, but in Germany, it was snowing heavily. And if I'm not wrong, 009 snow was one of the heaviest snow I think Germany faced. and also it came to UK afterwards, but it was heavy. It was cold. So finally we landed anyway. We landed and we found our transport. So from the airport, I can't remember, it was either Hamburg or Hanover. We landed, and then our transport was there from the people that he works for, and we were taken home. It was probably like 2 hours around there. So we were drove us home, and I got home. Now what I'll be calling my home, and of course it was different. It was chilled out. It was beautiful because it was a flat, yes, but the flats were white in color. They were very bright, and I was given an induction, a house tour by my husband, and I started my life in Germany. I started my life in Germany. So what would happen is we would, on top of the sofa stamp. So the sofa stamp would allow you to live in Germany, yeah, as a dependent. But just to, although some countries border free, and border free meaning like the way I will go to Tanzania or Uganda, like that, without visa. But some of them you needed to show something. So what we will get on top of that for me was a Schengen visa. So Schengen visa is like a 30 minutes thing. You go and pay, and they give you a Schengen visa. And that Schengen visa, you can travel anywhere, anywhere you would like to travel in Germany, in Europe, not Germany, in Europe. Yeah. So while in Germany, I did quite a lot of trips. Like when we are coming to our mainland, main home, main country. Now, because my main country is UK, then we would drive. So we will pass through Netherlands, Belgium, come to France, and then come to UK. So we will pass through all those countries instead of driving. And also, when you drive, of course, you don't have luggage restrictions. Yeah. So if you have your own car, that means you can carry everything you want in Germany and bring it here to your friends. And then when you're going back, because what is very cheap in Germany, what is very cheap is alcohol. Very cheap. Yeah. And what I like about UK, it's shopping. So I would shop. You would shop here because there's so many. For me, I found that UK has a lot of things to shop, or dresses, or unique clothing, than Germany. I don't know now, and people might differ on that depending on your taste and depending on where you live, because in Germany I lived in the country, so I wasn't living in big towns like the way you hear Frankfurt, Stuttgart, um, and so on. So I lived in a small town, and it was yeah, what you call Ushago. So I was in Ushago, and sometimes even if we needed to go for a big shopping, we would have to drive to another town, to another bigger town than where we lived. Yeah, so that's, and we kept to and from. We would come like twice in the UK to visit, and to visit our friends and family, the few families we have. And 2016, yes, 2016, the job came to not to an end, but the job needed my husband back to UK, and we had to move. So having lived in Germany in 2016, we had to move. Yeah. So we moved. As much as I came to visit, I would visit UK. I would see what is going on, but I had not lived in UK as their citizen. Remember, I became a British citizen in less than 3 years. And that is a topic for another day. Yeah. I became a citizen in less than 3 years. And as much as I was a citizen, I had not lived consistently in this country for so long, other than the summer holidays that like I would come, or Easter. So anyway, time has come and the movers are here. Of course, you get the job gets you moved. Yeah. So they will move you from any country. The nature of the job, even if you're going to Italy, even if you're being posted to Kenya, they will take like everything you want to take to that country. They will pay for that movement. Yeah. So this was a grand move. This was the biggest move. So anyway, it was sad because we had made friends there. We had made friends, that were like families. But time came and we moved. Of course, when you move, what happens is when the movers come, your stuff are taken, you live in the hotel for a few days. So you have a date that you're expecting your belongings to come to arrive to your new home. Yeah. So we lived a few days in Germany in a hotel, and then we came here. And of course, in Germany, we were living in a hotel, a hotel. Yeah. Mind you, the job is looking for hotels and booking it for its people that are coming back, right? We came here and we had been booked. Me, I've never seen the people that live in UK. That hotel. That hotel. It's among the cheapest hotel in UK. It doesn't make breakfast, but you can buy their breakfast, which is they have made like a box for children, which has like a muffin and probably a chocolate, like for breakfast. Yeah, like that's where my torture started. Because for me, I thought if the hotel they could find us is this one. Of course, there's good hotels, but me, I started thinking about that hotel that they had booked us. So we were to stay in that hotel from Friday and to Sunday, but Monday morning we check out because that's when our staff will be getting to UK. So they will come to our address. And so anyway, we checked in our hotel and we had to come and check our new home. Yeah. It's a Friday. We came and checked our new home. Hey, I will never forget. I could not believe. Yeah. So reality was hitting me. I'm no longer in Germany. Yeah. One thing you have to know, like we drove as a convoy. No one wanted to leave their car. So I drove my car and my husband drove his car, but he was ahead of me. Like we drove as a convoy. Each of us drove with one child. So he drove with the older one and I drove with the baby. The baby was 2.5 months. So you can imagine we are driving from Germany to UK. So coming here, of course, around London, I got lost. I was messed up. I got really lost. And that fear, I couldn't wait to leave the car. I couldn't wait to park the car. Remember, I've never driven in UK. I did my license in Germany and I've only drove in Germany. But now the situation has forced. I have to drive my car to UK. So now I can see the house. We were given top floor. Yes, I'll never forget. It was top floor. And if you check the flats, they were not in any good condition compared to what I was used in Germany. So I had to check the size. Yeah, I had to check the size. So we went in because the person that is giving us the key met us there. Going inside, the house was tiny. It was 3-bedroom flat, but it was tiny. It could not fit the same thing that a 2-bedroom flat was fitting in Germany. Anyway, my worry was if my seat is gonna fit in that house, because it was the the corner sofa, the large one. So I was like, is it gonna fit? Anyway, we stopped at that, went downstairs, and I left my car. I left my car because, yeah, like I said, I wasn't confident to drive in UK. And we started life in the UK until now. Ask me now. 1 year down the line, I moved from that house. We moved into a different place. I've settled. Yeah. So I've changed my mind about the whole thing. I love UK. I'm settled. I'm happy about it. It has a lot of advantages being here, and I'm happy to be here. So that is my story, or my journey from Kenya to UK to Germany and back to Germany and back to UK. And hopefully that answers question on the people that they wonder or they ask how did you get there, and so on and so forth. So I would say, of course, I do understand we are all different. There are people that they really, really want to be here or want to be in any other country. You want to either be in Europe or Asia or everywhere else. And, what I can say, we all have different dreams. I had dreams, but being in Europe was not one of them. Yeah. But God had other plans for me. Yeah. And probably that's why, or that's how I found myself here. But all I can say is I've seen people consistently be consistent about everything, the things they want to do. And finally, they come here, or they find themselves here. All you need to do is live your life, yes. And please live your life. Don't stop your life. Like I said earlier, don't stop your life because you're waiting for that good day or that good job or that country. When I go to China, or when I go to Dubai, or when I go to UK, that's when I'll start working, or that's when you're going to remember you have only one life. So if you are 30 now, next year will be 31. So you better start living the life. And what I believe is God will come. Van TV Media, hello Van TV Media. You wish to come abroad? Oh, that's, there is, all I can say, there is space for everyone. Yeah. There is space for everyone. Yes. Now, I don't think there is, like I said, I might not. Maybe it was not in my dream. Yeah. It's not like I did a certain course and I was like, I have to go to the UK, or I have to go to this country. No. Yeah. But everyone have their destiny. And also, if you have something that pushes you and it just shows, like, I would really want to work in UK, I would really want to work in Germany, please keep doing what you think can boost your situation of you coming. Yeah. And continue living. Yeah. If you're a guy, live life, work hard, marry, have children, because at the end of the day, it doesn't say that when you go to UK you cannot bring your family. Yeah. So continue just living your life and believing in God. And believing in God, that's the most important thing, because God has our destiny. If you had me saying, I'm saying that I got my citizenship within less than 3 years of being in Europe, which I said it's a story for another day. For me and the women that we had come at that time, I remember it was 3 of us. We had come to join our husbands. And we even did life if you in the UK, you know about life in the UK. We did those tests together. We did our driving together. And then we used to do things together. And when we got our citizenship, which they call Red Book, I remember like our husband would just tell us, "You guys, you don't know what you have," and we're like, "What?" Because we didn't even know what we had, because the place that we were, like I said, we lived in a village. We lived in a ushago, so you are just living a normal life. These things came, we came to open our eyes and know what it means when we came to UK, because now UK, I'm meeting more diverse people. I'm not just dealing with the people, because I was just dealing with the people that are married to or are in the same profession as my husband, if you get what I mean. So we were all in the same boat. No one was struggling with what they call papers or makaratasi. If you come to Europe, you will know what that means. Papers, makaratasi. So when you come here is when you learn. And you learn. So God is so merciful. Yeah, God has destiny for everyone. Because sometimes back home, things happen. Maybe you see someone's, like your neighbor's mom passed away. And you hear people saying, "Hey, hata kukuja mazishi." My people, it's hard. Maybe that person is here and they don't have the right documents to take them back home. Yeah. So they know the moment they go back home, they cannot come back. Yeah. So it's not the fault of their own. It's not the fault of their own at all. It's just that take your time, let it be the right way when you're coming, because yes, people have come in all ways, and some of them have succeeded immediately. Remember, like we have, you can come and get someone. You are lucky to get someone that you're still with them today, someone that marries you or get married, and you're still together today. Some people are lucky. You might come and you're able to enroll in education. So everyone, and that's why I keep insisting, everyone's destiny is different, and you become successful in that and you get the right paperwork. But there are people that their day hasn't come. They're probably in US, in Germany, in France, in UK. 15 years later, 18 years later, 20 years later, they have no paperwork. So that's why you'll find in some places people will say, "Hey, that girl, that man, they went to this country and they've never come back." So sometimes it's all about papers or paperwork or right documentation. Remember, even if you come and you choose to seek asylum, still it's like you are in a court case with the country you're in. Until you win that country, then you can't say you're going probably to check on your sick mom or your sick daughter or your son, because you've given yourself. So you don't have a country. Yeah. And actually, because you've seeking asylum, there's nothing much known about you. So you are like a government person, government, for lack of a better word, like you belong to the government until they make that decision and give you the right paperwork, depending on how you win the case. So guys, Yeah, I didn't want it to divert to this, but it's just a way of saying, yeah, you might want to come. Yes, there's opportunities when opportunity arise, but please find the right, if possible, find the right way to come, so that you don't find yourself in very tricky situation. Yeah. So meaning, don't be careful if you're using agency to find a job. Let it be let it be not that the first thing you're doing is they're asking for money and you're paying for the money and you haven't got any job yet. Yeah. Take your time, think about what they're saying. Nato Jaber, hello, my sister. Hope I'm not late. Not very late, but you've been passed by vitu kiasi, but I know you will still catch up. You will still catch up. Yeah. So if it's agency, just be careful. Don't be scammed. You know, if it's if you whatever, if you're coming for schooling, guys, coming to school here is expensive. Is a bit expensive, but that's another one way you can come here and start building your way to, you know, because remember, like I usually say, you come here, you come to do your degree, you have your 3 years or 4 years, because a degree is 3 to 4 years. After that, there is something called a visa that is for graduates. They give you 2 years, another 2 years for you to find a job, for you to think what you're going to do. Yeah. And then after that, if you find a job will give you a work permit. Remember, if you've lived consistently in the UK for 5 years, then you get an indefinite. You can apply for an indefinite leave to remain. Indefinitely leave to remain, it just means you have all the rights like a British citizen. Exception ni kidogo tu, it's not as much. On your 6th year, when you're 6 years, then you apply for your citizenship or you naturalize. Yeah, because there's a lot of ways you can become a British citizen, and one of the way you can become a British citizen is naturalization. Like me, I can only be a British citizen by naturalization. Yeah. So you've gone through certain time limit, you've done the exams, and you've passed the exam, and now you swear, you there's a ceremony, you swear, and you become a British citizen. Of course, children become British citizen because of their parents. If their parents are British citizen. Marcel Kayo, hello, host and everyone. Hello. Thank you for being here. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the ways that you can. So in 5 years, you have indefinite. 6 year, you're looking at applying for your citizenship. Remember, it's not free. Of course, it's some money. It's just the way, like indefinite, it's just the way you pay for your naturalization. It's indefinite, it's just the way you pay for your visa. But this time round, you're paying for an indefinite, which is indefinite. Like, I don't need a visa to live here. I can do this. I can do this. My children can go to school, and so on and so forth. Yeah. So that's one of the ways that someone can really build themselves until they reach where they want to go. When you are a student, remember, you're allowed to work. You're allowed to work for 20 hours a week. You're allowed to work for 20 hours a week. And the problem will only come if you're earning more than 15,000 a year. Yeah, 15,000 a year. So more or less, you should be able to pay your school fees somehow. Yeah. So it's a way. It's for the start, it's expensive, but as you go on, you will find for ways to cater for your for your bills and so on. And even you'll find the 3 years going, you finished, and now you're just able to make your paperwork. Yeah, the paperwork are working for you. Yeah, like I keep saying, for example, if you came here, nursing is 3 years. Yeah, straight on, if you're doing nursing, you come and do your carer job. Yeah, if you're a nurse, you just go and do your carer job. If you're doing your carer job and you finish your nursing, why, when you apply for your job, why will they let you go? They won't. Yeah. So anyway, education, I will just put it there. I will just insist on it there. Education is one of the ways. And this is more of, if you have a child, if you're a parent, maybe it's something to consider for your child. Yeah, it's something to consider. It's worth the investment. Yeah. Because in the next when they start school, in the next 5 years, you guys will talking something totally different. The person has stood by they're they're doing okay. They're doing okay. But of course, it's not easy from the start. But parents, if you have something that you can, if you have a title deed that you can, because school, no one will con you on school. School, you're going to apply. If you meet the requirement, they take you as an international student, and so on and so forth. And you continue with your child comes here. Of course, they have to know that you, after that, you're not going to be sending sijui pesa sijui ya nini ya nini ya nini ya nini. As of course, as a parent, you have to chip in here and there. But when they come, they have to know where they can get the cleaning job, where they can go and sell McDonald's, where they can, because hustle is real. Hustle is real here. They can work. They can work and meet some of the things. They will live in hostel, you know, and they'll be able to, yeah, they'll be able to start their life or grow their life. And within some years, they might be able to support you as the parents, and also probably be able to help the other child, the other sibling to come. So that, I'll say, that is all about coming as a student. I think it's a very legit way, to come over. Bora usome, because don't overwork and your grades are no good. That will land you in trouble. So you do both. And from what I've seen, or from what I've observed, where I come from, or people like me, yes, we are very good at multitasking. They really don't. Yeah, they're very good. They're very good, because you know where you're coming from. You know what you want. So I would say people are very good at working at their dreams. And if you're abroad or something, even if you're any country you are in, even if you're working in Sudan, you work 2 times or 3 times better than when you're working back home, because there is expectations from people. Yeah, there's a lot of expectations. There is there's what you feel that you need to achieve because you're in that country. So yeah, if you have a way, just make sure the way, even if you're planning it with probably someone here is helping you, just make sure that whatever you are planning, you have the next step. Yeah, don't come here and get stranded. These are not countries to come and get stranded. Yeah, you can easily go. Yeah, so plan yourself and continue living at home. Live with the country you're in, live to your level best. Do whatever you're doing to your level best, because you might want to come to be here or the other country, but your destiny or what you're looking for is where you are. So just do whatever you're doing to your level best as you wait for God, because anafikishiananga your prayers. There's no dustbin in heaven. So you just continue praying, doing your best in whatever you're doing. And of course, always remember, mentioning that thing or that country you want to be, and it shall come. Remember all these the content that I've been doing, if you're here and you haven't checked about skilled workers visa and so on and so forth, those visas were not there last year or the years before. But those visas have they have just come up. Yeah. Some people have already been able to come through those visas. We never knew that those visas can come up. They came up, they started this year since January 2020, 2021. And, you know, anything can come up right now. Right now, if you are in, I think Switzerland, EU countries, I don't know where, right now, they're allowing, remember, they were not allowing, EU is supposed to have, they're supposed to have visa now to work because after Brexit, UK is no longer a free border, right? But now, because like you saw, I made a video about fuel. There was not, it's not like we don't have enough fuel, but we do not have enough drivers for the fuel. That is one. Secondly, today I went to check, I went for my food shopping. There was no green milk. If you live in Germany, there is this long life milk. They're either green or red. And the reason people buy them, it's because I don't have to go the whole week buying milk. Maybe now, because they live their life long. Yeah. That milk is from Germany. I used to buy it from Aldi or Lidl in Germany, just like the way I would say Naivas or Chumi in Kenya. Here it is there because there's Lidl in UK. But I went today, there was no red milk, red with a red carton, and there was no green milk. Not because there is not those things, but because there is no drivers. I know my people, you people have your knowledge. Do you know you have a lot of knowledge in you? You do know about this Brexit thing, and you do know about so many the changes that have come up. So without drivers, that means a lot of drivers, HGV drivers, and those are lorry drivers, like the long lorries that carry stuff, were from those countries. So what is happening now? There was a lot of, this parliament thing. Oh, let's do this. Oh, let's reduce the training for the drivers. Let's do this. So finally, they have come up with a visa for people that are in EU countries. As long as the immigration is happy with what you tell them, they grant you a visa to enter and come and work. So all they need to do now is look for a job. They have the sponsor, the EU, they have their sponsor certificate from the job, like probably, let's say, what can we say? Probably the driver is coming to work in this, to travel to in this phone company, yeah? They're coming to work in this phone company, but in this phone company, they need to drive those lorries to take the phones to those shops. So if you get that job, all you need is that certificate, and then you go to the immigration on the borders. You show them, this one is like, as long as they are happy with what you've told them, then they can let you in to go and work. At the moment, the jobs they have limitation. I think most of them run until March or February. I have that information here. I just don't want to appear rude to be on the phone while I'm here, but I have that immigration paperwork. I think most of them run till December. Some of them run till January, February, because it's a lot of, they're looking for a lot of people. There's even vegetables pickers, watu wa vegetables wa kuziokota kuzichukua kwa shamba, vegetables pickers. There is less of those people. Yeah. So you can see how things are working, and you just find out that this thing is really impacting the country until they come up with an idea of coming up with a certain visa. So that's what I'm saying. Don't give up. Don't give up. You never know. Yeah. So now they have opened the borders for the EUs now. which says as long as the immigration is happy with your paper or with what you've told them, then they can let you in. So anything is possible in this life that we are living right now, because we've come to see, you know, a lot can change. A lot can change. If you're in, I'm from Kenya, and you know very well, in Kenya, if you have money, if you got money and you're sick, you take a plane and you go to the best hospitals all over the world. But we've come to see this thing came, and no one wanted anyone in their country. Restrictions everywhere. So that just shows you how things can change, and that's just shows you how be prepared. Be prepared. You never know what can happen tomorrow, and always have a valid. If you're a person that wants to travel, or your dream is being to another country, please always have a valid passport. Always have a valid passport. Another thing, and I fight with youths. So, I fight with youths because of this thing. Another thing that is so important, if you want to travel, even if you don't want to travel, please have a bank account, because there is no way you are going if you don't have a bank account. It doesn't have to be millions, but it has to be active account. Yeah, it has to be an active account. It has to be an account that I go leo nimepata nini 1000 tuseme ya Kenya, I save my 500, like that. You save so that when the day that there will be something that comes up, when you ask people to help you, because come here, ask for help. If it's genuine, we will help you. Yeah, we will support you. You come and say that, like the way on those skilled workers visa, blah blah blah, the way they say that they need you to have 1200. It sounds like a lot of money. It sounds like a lot of money, but if your door opens today, it's not a lot of money. We will be there. We will be there. I can see a lot of TVs here, Mercy TV, Van TV Media. I can see. I always have the names that I know them. Jen Denzel is another YouTuber. Jen Denzel is a YouTuber. She's in UK. All those people, we know the faces. Ask for help and people will support you. But how are we going to support you to raise 1,200 pounds in an account that has not been, like, you're literally going to open an account so that we can put money? It doesn't work like that. You have to have an active account, even if you put 500 a month or 200 a month, but an account that will not bring questions in the immigration if you put money. Can you imagine if you went to Equity, open an account, and then you put 1,200 pounds? Let's say it's like, let's give or take, let's say 160 Kenyan shilling. Pap! Hata account inashtuka. So if there's anything you will take from this whole life, I would say a valid passport. If you're a person that really wants to be able to be one day, your aim is to leave the country, and your account, please. Wacha nisikuulize, so how far is your account? Unaniambia unajua transactions zangu zote nafanyanga M-Pesa. My friend, that one can work. M-Pesa in immigration can work if it's like, and it's even hard, but it can work if it's like I'm inviting someone who is like 80 years, 70 years, 60, or like, a parent that has what is it called? Retired. Yeah? A parent that has retired. So all their transaction, wakiuza maziwa, wakifanya nini, wanaeka kwa M-Pesa, that kind. And you have to prove, so wanaenda, they go and get the M-Pesa proofs. But for someone who is, you're traveling out or you're immigrating so that you can better your life, no, please, account is important. I'm not saying millions, even as we're just hustlers, but that account to be having £1, £2, 300 Kenyan shilling, 400, just put it the day, because I know the day will come and people will be reminding us of the lives that we did or a content that I did, and it enabled them to work towards their dream. You will remember that I told you, go and open an account, go and have a valid passport. Guys, I think nimeongea There is no questions. And if there is no questions, then I find myself talking. Thank you so much. I've seen people are liking. Thank you so much for liking. If you have not liked, you can like the video. And also something else, the people that have subscribed is the equivalent percentage of the people that haven't subscribed. So guys, because I can see you are watching the content, if it's your kind of content, please do consider subscribing, because that's the only way, that's one of the ways that I will feel supported and I will feel motivated. And if I hear of something that can benefit my people, I'll be here to give it to you, and to let you know what is happening. I can only let you know about the country I'm in, or something that is happening in my life, or something that I've experienced. Yeah. And guys, the content I've made, it's not in vain. Because I do receive some of them, either an email or Instagram. I wasn't on Instagram, but you guys made me get an Instagram. I think it's 1 or 2 months old. And it's because people want to reach you, and people will be telling you the content is broad. Some people even thank me for the first contents I did, which were more of motherhood, postpartum, breast milk, breastfeeding, how to cope as a mom, fibroids if you're a mom or if you are female, and all those contents are there. So yeah, subscribing, it's a way of giving me a pat on the back and telling me, girl, continue. Yeah. And I do not take you for granted. I can see it's 6 of us here. Of course, guys, being a Friday night, hey, I'm sure you could have been doing something different, but you chose to be here. Yeah. If you have missed the start of this video, the video started, it's all about how I moved from Kenya to UK and to Germany and back to UK. And it just explains what I went through. And also you might find 1 or 2 things and understand how immigration works. Yeah. The key thing is to know that when you're doing your paperwork, it's important that you visit. I will talk about UK. If you're doing like a paperwork in UKV, it's important that you visit the website, and it's www.gov.uk, and you check the criteria. You check the eligibility, yeah, so that you see what they really want. Because like I said, visa can be denied because of a small thing like this, and you can also be denied because of a big thing like this. And we are not ready to be denied visa, because remember, if you're coming for, if you found your mpenzi, and your mpenzi is marrying you and you are coming, that visa is not cheap. So you don't want to do any mistake, because something funny, immigration does not give you back the money. You lose your money. Yeah. So if they deny you your visa, of course, they will write they will write for you the reasons why. But the money you paid is non-refundable. So if you have to apply again, then you have to pay again. And that reminds me, I have had people asking me to invite them. Yeah. And unfortunately, some people get upset because I can't. And this is what I want to say. There is two ways of you coming to UK as a visitor. One way, you do not need any person to even do you an invitation letter. Lauren, come please. You do not need an invitation letter. And that is you. Hey. And that is you showing that you can. Are you calculating your money for babysitting? Okay. Yeah, that is your money. That is your money for you to, the money that can support you. Yeah. So if you show them you can support yourself, if you show them that you have reasons as to why you're visiting and the reason that you're going back home, you will go back home after your visit, then without reasonable doubt, they shouldn't have any reason why they shouldn't give you a visa. The second way, guys, and I'm talking about this because we will be inviting one or two people. I will create a content for you guys while we invite people and we see the outcome. Yes. So we will do everything and then we see what happens. So the second way is when you are inviting someone you know. Someone you know. So what happens is everything keeps changing all the time. And now, when you're doing the checklist, there's something that is called checklist. They're asking if you have attached or shown the relationship between you and the person inviting you. Remember, before I come and talk, I do some research. Yeah. So some things have really changed. So if your second option is someone inviting you, so it's not that direct. It's not that direct. So if I have to invite you, I have to prove my relationship with you. Yeah, without reasonable doubt. So if you're my friend, I don't know how we are going to prove that you're my friend and how long we've known each other. Aya. What comes on top of that is when I invite you, I have to disclose my statements and my payslips. I have to send you something we call like a bill. Yeah, it can be a phone bill or it can be gas and electricity bill. I have to send you that. So be considerate when you're asking someone to invite you. I can invite, but we have to be in a certain level. Yeah, because when I invite you, it's not just about invites. Where are you going to live? Yeah. Are you coming to visit? Take him upstairs. Are you coming to live? Are you coming to visit? If you're coming to, yeah, you're coming to visit, but you can't live in the hotel the whole time. Yeah. So you'll be living in my address. That's why I have to give out a proof of address. And a proof of address is one bank statement has an address at the top. Yeah. The bill, my electricity bill or gas and electricity has an address at the top, right? And then my payslips, is to show, payslip explains where your money is coming from, right? Now, I have how many children? I have 3 children. Is my house enough to host you? You see, so there is all these things that you have to consider when someone is inviting you or you are asking someone to invite you. So it's not about me in writing an invitation letter to this place, reference inviting so and so. No, I have to support you with all the, because you want to do it with all the, I want to do it with all my heart. So I have to give you everything they need. Yeah. I have to give you everything they need. And everything they need is everything that I've explained. Bank statement, pay slips, bills. You know, you're my friend. How are we have to prove our friendship. Yeah. And then on your part, you need your bank statement, you need your pay slip or an evidence to show where your money is coming from. Yeah. And the money in your account. This is another thing that has changed. Initially, the person inviting you, that was some years back, if their account was nzito was good, you might get away if your account is shaky. But I did an application 1.5 years ago, and I remember the person invitation was declined. And one of the things, it's because the account was shaky. And they were told that even if your host gives you their paperwork and it's 200%, their paperwork does not matter as much as yours. So your paperwork has to be perfect. Your host or your invitee paperwork has to be good. But even if their paperwork has stars on it, it will not give you a leeway in the immigration. Yeah. So you have to do your level best. If you're being invited by someone, you do your level best, because I might invite you. I send you my paperwork, but you have your paperwork. So I might not be able to see what you're taking. So you see, you let me down. You're letting me down because you did not do your part. So if you have families or friends in the UK and you would like to visit one day, just put that in mind, that invitation is not something you will just wake up and decide. Guys, that's my egg man. I didn't think he was coming today. Lexi, guys, let me just get the eggs. Hello. Can I have a tray, please?
You want a £3 tray or a £4.30 tray?
4:30. As I look for my pass. Where's my pass, guys? I told you. Where's my pass? Bring it, it's there. Sorry, guys, we have this lovely man. He's a farmer that brings Fridays. He brings stuff from the farm, and I didn't know he was coming today. He skips a Friday, so I'm going to get some egg. 4:31. It's a 4:30 tray. There we go. Oh, yeah, I've got some light here.
Which one's been naughty today?
Both of them have been very naughty.
They're all blood fish cakes.
And it's 3 of them. Look at that one.
Oh, that's the best one.
That's the best one for now.
4:30. 4:50. Where's the Ken Bob gone?
Be careful.
Right. One more look for Ken Bob. Oh, there it is. 4:30, £5.
Yeah.
£10.
It is £5.
Buy for a fortune.
I know. It was some good money.
Bye-bye then, girl.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Let me close the door. Oh my God. Guys, sorry for that. That's my eggs. That's 430 pounds. Sorry, 430 pounds. So because he's he is how old he is 80. He is 80 years old, and he comes out with his van and he sells stuff for us. And you just feel like you want to promote him because that age he should be asleep, but he's active. Yeah, he's very active. So yeah. So guys, like I was saying, it's if you have your brother, someone, your relative, just make sure that you plan ahead. If they're going to invite you, it's not something that you can say today. Oh, sorry. Oh, hey. Eluobe Osele. If you're still there, sorry. Oh, sorry. Hello. Yes. I will speak English. Lauren, come. I will speak English through. I will speak. The way you speak, you get carried away and you speak your pidgin. I think sometimes that's how we get carried away and speak some Swahili in it. But yeah. I'll speak English. No problem. Hi, Doreen Wairimo, tune in from Nairobi. Thanks for the information. Hello. And Mercy, hello Doreen. Paul Waidaka, thank you, Paul, for being here. I understand. Thanks for understanding. Osele, I know you understand. I know you understand these things. Sometimes English comes to an end, and you feel like the information you're passing, you have to use your your language to pass it through. But yeah, understand. Yeah. So guys, I was saying, plan ahead. Yeah, if someone tells you, give them if someone agrees, because one of the things you have to know is the information they're giving you is very intimate. But I believe for you to come to a point that you're discussing that, it's because you have a certain relationship, or maybe it's your sister or your cousin. But when they tell you, give me 3 months or 4 months, let's plan. Like if you talk about it now and they say, why don't we start in the paperwork in January? Yeah, please understand. And the reason why I'm saying this is because, if you're back home, it's not easy to get money. Yeah, it's not easy to get money. And mind you, your bank, your statement has to be good. But you can get money from here, there, and there. You can go to Njeri, Njoki, give me 200 shilling, 1,000. Go to so and give me this, But someone in Europe, what happens most of the time, these people have come to work. So their money is always at work. Yeah. So you get paid, your bills, remember, like all the videos I've done, I always say, you get paid, the deduction starts. Negative for rent, negative for gas and electricity, negative for council tax, negative for car insurance, negative for road tax, negative for insurance, all the insurances. So what happens after all the deductions have happened? Now the money you probably have, you have a project you're doing back home. So you send your money back home. Yeah. So you will find most people, I'll say most people, but not all people, don't have that amount to give you a chance, because your host also has to show that they are able to feed their family and you. Yeah. Water? To feed your family and you. So be patient with them and be kind with them. Just talk to them, and then you put a timeline. Probably let's start Let's start the application in January. Give yourself 3 months or 4 months. That's my water, Baba. Paul Waithaka, do you have a connection of volunteers programs there? Paul, I do not have any connection. And I would like to say I've done different visa, some types of visas. Sorry, let me just give me a minute. Let me take him. He's squeezing. Give him his squeezing. So I've done like the domestic, I've done like the student, I've done like tier 5 charity. So it's up to you. You check the content. Yeah, you check the content, you see the guidance, and then you go ahead and research more and read more on how that information can be beneficial to you. Yeah, because like I think there was what is it called? There was like a scholarship. There was like scholarship going on with chiveneering scholarship. So if you see me do like that content, just check it out and see how that content can be of beneficial to you. But personal or direct contact with connection with volunteers, no, because another thing, it's very hard. Here it's hard to influence. Even your employer, it's hard to influence people, because let me say I might have a good relationship with someone, but they can never, or they will never be able to influence immigration. It's an independent body. Yeah. And that's why, like, if you find a visa that you would like to work towards, please make sure that you have the right documentation. Yeah, it's the same thing as you might find a job here. You might, like, the senior carer's job. Yeah, the carer's job. You might find that you find a home. And that home is willing. When I say a home, it's for the elderly. Yeah, the elderly or people living with dementia, or a nursing home, and that home is happy to host you, to employ you, and they give you the sponsorship certificates. Yeah, they give you the certificate, but on your side, you have not done enough homework to know that immigration wants a proof of English. Yeah, so your employer, you will do your interview in English. They can see you, they can hear that you understand English, but they may not ask you the proof. Yeah. So when you go to the immigration and take the paperwork, you find that you can't speak English, and they write to you, the reason why you've been denied, it's because you have not shown any evidence or proof, or proof of evidence that you can speak right and understand English. I think you get where I'm coming from. Yeah. So please do the visa that suits you, work towards it and better yourself, and give you a chance to get the visa. Yeah, an individual cannot push your visa or anything. It's just an independent body that you do not, you see, like right now, and it's like 4 years or 5 years ago, the decision-making body for UK in Kenya moved to South Africa. Yeah. So right now, if you apply for a UK visa, depending which one you're applying, if it's spousal or you're bringing your child here or anything, what happens is everything you're doing it online. You pay online, and then you book an appointment for the day you will go. And one, you personally scan the paperwork while you're in the embassy in Westlands, or you pay. It's almost just under 4,000. You pay for them to scan the paperwork to the decision-making body in South Africa. Yeah. So you can see the moment you do your paperwork, you have no power. There's nothing you can do about it. It's up to them to the decision they will make. But the good thing, I would say, and the best thing I've experienced really with the visa, with the immigration, if you have the right documentation, they have no reason not to give you your visa. And if you fail, if your paperwork is genuine, if your paperwork is correct, they will write every reason why they did not give you the visa. And if you correct it or you show them the evidence, because let me tell you, immigration is all about evidence that I have somewhere to live when I go to UK, that I'll be able to cater for my needs while I'm in UK, that my host has decided that. It's evidence. It's just all about evidence. Faith Leslie, hi girl. Thumbs down. Thank you so much. Thank you. If you're here and you haven't done some thumbs up, please do it. Please do it. Thank you, Faith. Jennifer Space. Good job, Tesh. Thank you, girl. I appreciate. Osinde Dominic. Hi, I'm called Osinde from Uganda. Hello, Sebo. My question is, do you have the job recruiter's place? Okay. I don't know if I've gotten the question right, but what I can say, Dominic, is you have to, if you're here already, then there is recruitments places. There is agency recruitments. If you're here, yeah. I have had, I'm not sure about it, but I'm still doing my research, because like I said, if it's anything I come with evidence that you can ask me tomorrow, or someone else can ask me tomorrow, and I have somewhere to refer them to. So I've had a few agencies that can recruit from outside. The reason why I'm saying can is because agency are just agencies. Yeah. So if the agency is dealing with healthcare, it's good, because I will cater for a question that people ask so much. If an agency is dealing with healthcare, so what agency does is they will get customers. Yeah. So let's say, for example, if you're in Kenya, Kenyatta Hospital does not have enough nurses. Yeah. So what they will do, they will sign a contract with Tesh agency, so that Tesh can find them nurses. Yeah, that's an example. So that Tesh can find them nurses whenever they're short on that day or that week or that month. Or they have been told that in a week we will need 3 people. Yeah, we will need 3 nurses every week. So what they do is they will me as Tesh, I will look I will recruit people, I will have my people, but because it's agency, I will be asking you, are you able to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like that? So if I recruit from abroad, which is the skilled workers visa, yeah, skilled or health care workers visa, if I recruit from abroad, I will, can you see me? Yeah. When the time comes, remember Kenyatta Hospital told me they need 3 nurses a week. So when I've recruited, I will not recruit anymore. Yeah? Are we together? So that's why you find that there's a recruitment agency. I did a content about it. And people ask, like, why are they not calling me? Some people have told me they have been they have gotten back to them, but some people are saying they haven't gotten back to me. So you have to learn that when the recruitment has had enough people, they might not get back to you because they have enough people that have applied. The reason they are not getting back to you is because in future they might need you. So they don't want to say, oh, this or we can't go ahead with your application. And I hope we are together. So agency is just agency, and it's making business. So when they get their own people, that is it for now, for that time. Nato Jabel, I'm listening, my girl. Good job. Thank you so much, Nato. Thank you. Faith Leslie, Tesh, you're doing an amazing job. Thank you so much. Looking beautiful. Gal, thank you. Thank you. Osele, please, when you make research, let us know. I'm from Nigeria, though I'm healthcare assistant. I will. Though, you know, there is the companies might vary. They might be the agency might be diverse. Like, what I mean is they might not only be for healthcare only, but I will check. And also, guys, remember, don't be scammed. Be very careful. Be very careful what agency ask for. So yes, there is good agencies, but there is also scammers. So be careful. Osele, yes. Alpenbest, yes. Alpenbest was recruiting, and they even have people. I had people that have come. I had people that I've heard about, or I know that they came through Alpenbest. Yeah, and that's when they started recruiting. From what I've gathered a lot of information about it, and what I know is probably now, because remember when this information went out, of course the information was all out, because there's someone who called, referenced their sister, and they were told they have received tons and tons of application. So you would understand why they might not come back to you, or it might take long. Because at the end of the day, remember, it's just an agency. It's not like a big body. And mostly I insist, I keep saying, it doesn't mean it's an easy road or it's an easy way to get the skilled workers visa, but you never know, it might be your chance. Yeah. So I keep saying, keep trying, and also keep checking NHS, because NHS jobs, yeah, National Health Service, is the body that, runs all hospitals in UK. So that body has jobs from IT, from nurses, doctors, everyone you find in hospital. Yeah. In that one, I would say, if you get a job, then you can get, like, you can have more people. It can take more people compared to Alpenbest, or compared to other agencies, which are just agencies. I hope I'm making sense. So you must try to be diverse. Yeah. Van TV Media. Hello, new guys. Van Faith, hello, guys. Thank you for being here. Osinde Dominic. Okay, how about employer who sponsor a foreigner? I need mechanical engineering. Dominic, that's why I'm saying, if you followed my video, I don't know if you've watched Indeed, if you've checked about Indeed.uk. Yeah, Indeed.uk. And then there is a video I did about companies that can employ. Remember, the reason why I'm using can, it's because more than 47,000 countries, or 47,000 companies are registered that they can, if they want, sponsor someone from outside UK. Yeah, but some companies don't want to, but they have been given that certificate. And that's why I keep saying all you can do is keep trying. Like there is no company that I know that is there to employ people, but there is, like, it's not that direct. It's not that direct. You have to work for it. Yeah, you have to work for it and try your luck. Yeah, because these companies have to go through certain criteria for them to be able to sponsor you. But the thing is, in order for them to sponsor you, they have to show that whatever they wanted, or the kind of person they wanted, they could not find, one, in UK, and two, they could not find that person in EU, which the visa is cheaper than sponsoring someone very far away. Yeah. And that's why I keep saying, better yourself and keep trying. Don't apply for one job and give up. Keep applying, because if it's your chance, or if it's decided that's the way you're going to come here through skilled workers visa, that's the way you're going to come. That reminds me, and I need to find that letter. What has happened? UK started that the skilled visa and so on. So who, World Health Organization came, and they had to put their own restrictions. You know why? Because their argument is, if, let's say, all the nurses come to here, or most nurses come here, nursing is not a cheap training back home. So it's not like there are that many. So when they get to come here, that means the country they have come from is left with deficit. Yeah. So also I would like you to check, people to check if your country is in that list. Because if it's in that list, they're not saying do not be given a visa. What they're saying is they are putting restriction on these countries, certain countries. Yeah. So also it's good to check, because you might go through the whole process, but you find that your country, because the thing is, they will never come and say, oh, don't give these people from this country a visa. They will not come straight away and say that. They will just put their argument on the table. And then what UK immigration will do, immigration will be there deciding, and most likely they might decide to favor who, because they don't want to be in trouble with them, if that makes sense. But they did that because of most people that are coming here, they're from developing countries. Yeah. So that means all the educated people, most educated people, are coming over. And that is a risk for those countries. But the visa itself, skilled workers visa, it's still on and ongoing. Yeah. So if you're lucky to get if you're lucky to get a job that your company is ready to sponsor, then you will get that job. Yes, Dominic. Yes, they were. Yes, I tackled this thing about truck drivers. They were looking for truck drivers, but they will not just put it there that they will get truck drivers from Africa or any other country. So what they have done, not only truck drivers, they have come up with this system that I explained earlier about people from EU. I wish I knew where that immigration form is, because I like talking with proof. I like talking with proof. They came up with that thing was being what is it called, forwarded to people. what is happening now, they don't want to give people like a skilled, the way we have skilled workers visa and like that for truck drivers. So what they're doing, remember there was truck drivers before this thing happened. So they're allowing people from the European countries to come in without a visa. All they need is a sponsorship certificate. Like that certificate, like they ask everyone, if your company gives you that certificate to show that they have offered you a job, then if the immigration is happy with what you've told them, then you can just pass in and come inside UK. So that's what they have done. So I can see you've said there is a truck driver 2 weeks back in. Yes, that is very true. They were looking for they were struggling and looking for truck drivers, but at the moment, how they think they are going to tackle the situation is by the border rules. Yeah, now they're not as strict for the EUs as they were before. So if you have your certificate, good to go, you can come and work. But also that thing is tricky because they give it's not long. I wish I knew exactly where that thing was, because I would like you to, I would even want to read for you. Yeah, here. It's called, the visa is called temporary work, seasonal. Yeah, seasonal. It's called seasonal. So my bet is, because it's seasonal, and what they're saying is, I think you'll be allowed to stay till, they will be allowed to stay till, I think, March, around there, February, March. Me, I think, yes. Yeah, it's 3 months visa. It's very short. So for me, I think this will not solve the situation that is around. So they might come back with another one. December. I know. It's not gonna. I don't think it's going to solve, because this is what is going to happen. Christmas are very important here. Very important. People shop and and so on and so forth. So those drivers are coming to cover Christmas period. But when that visa is over, we will still struggle. So they'll still find a way, probably a permanent way to tackle the situation. So for me, I would say keep your eyes open. You never know what will happen. You never know. Because this is a Zoom. It's past. It was supposed to be on the 12th of October. And it's drivers, doctors, nurses, care assistant, farm workers, teachers needed in UK. Yeah. So yeah, that is all about the season. You can see this is a government website. So I don't like talking when I don't have my proof. It's a government website. So it's saying temporary worker seasonal work visa. And it says working in horticulture for up to 6 months, for example, picking fruits and vegetables, and do pottery work until 31st of December 2021. You can see the visas are they're not long. Apply for a seasonal work visa by 15th of November. You will need to have a sponsor and meet other. The visa has replaced the temporary worker seasonal worker tier 5. So it's So it's say these countries. Let me say, if you or your family member are from EU, Switzerland, Norway, Iceland, or that country, Liechtenstein. So guys, the application fee is £244. And your application will be automatically reduced to 55 if you are from one of the countries. Okay, does that mean, I don't know. We need to check more. We need to check more, because I will do my homework at some, because they're saying your application fee will be automatically reduced by 55 if you are from the following countries. So, and we are not from these countries. So who are the ones paying 244? And is that us? I don't know. So those countries are Austria, Belgium, Croatia, Republic of Cyprus, Czech Republic, Denmark, Finland, France, Germany, Luxembourg, Malta, Netherlands. You see, so it's all the countries that are here. But if the money is going to be reduced to 55 and the application fee is 244 pounds, do we stand a chance? I wish I had attended that Zoom. That Zoom was being done by Africans. How long can you stay for? Up to 6 months for horticulture, up to December 31st for pottery work, until February for HGV. So when you hear HGV workers is you drivers, is the work for the drivers. Yeah, is the work for HGV, is the work for the drivers. So yours goes until 28th of February. You can enter the UK as soon as your visa is valid, up to 14 days before the start date of your job. So it has restriction though. What can you not do? You cannot take a permanent job. I think because it's a seasonal or a temporary visa. You cannot work in a second job or job that isn't described. You cannot get public funds, and you cannot bring family with you. Remember, for the skilled workers visa, skilled and health and care workers visa, you can bring family with you. If you're lucky to get that one you can get, you can bring family with you, because usually your employer will employ you like for 3 years. So 3 years they support you, they sponsor you to bring your family. So guys, yeah. Why are you shaking my table? Yep. So it seems we have some homework to do here, because if those people are being deducted, their money is being deducted by 55 pounds, like the money for the visa, who are the ones paying the full 244? Where are they coming from? That's something we need to find out. Yeah. Yeah, Elobo Osele, you seem to be switched on, eh? You seem to be switched on. You've been looking at this very well. But guys, the information is not far. It's fun. It's fun to do together, because I know sometimes, sometimes you can get bored doing research and so on. And Osele, you're here. Yes. I'm saying that you're really up to date with this information. I did check it, but I just passed it on. When I saw it's seasonal. But we need to find out. We need to find out more information. Yeah, I will try and find out this. Yeah, I will try and find out some more information about it. But again, like I said, keep your ears open. Hope for the best, because at the end of the day, the state that we are in at the moment, I don't think this short stay will deal with the situation. So the type of visa might change. It might get a bit easier to get, or so on and so forth. Lauren, upstairs. Yeah, put the water here. Thank you. Here, I'm coming soon now. I'm coming. Okay, I'm coming soon. So yeah, guys, now I have to go pay my child. What are they called? My babysitters. Yes, because these children cannot. They're like, you have to pay us, mommy. You have to pay us because we are looking after your baby. Yeah, the aim was to probably do half an hour live, but you guys have been very supportive, you've been very supportive. So we have to answer some questions, and that's why, that's why I had to stick around. Dominic, I'm very happy to hear from you. My question to you, when you're always on live, so that I can be live. Oh, Dominic. Hey, put your notification, Dominic. Dominic, let me tell you. You probably noticed the last 3 weeks or so, or 4, even putting content out there has been a bit of challenge. That's because I've gone back to school. I was on maternity leave, so I've gone back to school and I've gone back to work. So it has been, what I would say, very, very crazy around here. Today is Friday. If I gather very well, last Friday I came on live. So probably on Friday, one of the days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, there's a high chance that I'll come live. Yeah, because those are the days probably I'm a bit flexible. But the rest of the days at the moment, the weekdays, they're really, I can't even explain. Yeah, but if you put your notification, you will hear, or you will see when I'm on. And also, I try keep on doing, like if we come live and we tackle, because like this live has so many things included. Yeah, so sometimes I do a short version of a content just to explain one thing thoroughly. Yeah, so yeah, I might do that also. And also put your notification, guys. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing, and yeah, to give me that pat on the shoulder. And we are doing great. Keep sharing. This information is not is for everyone. Please, if it's it can interest your siblings, please share. You never know. We are all different. Maybe your sibling or your brother, your children might be looking on a way that they can come as students. And if they're like 16, you can start working towards of the day they will come here student. Because yeah, we say it's expensive, but it's doable. So Cindy Dominic, when I always live. Okay. Okay, Faith, let's live and see. You will turn the love. Okay, Ausele. Okay, ma'am, have my ears on the ground about anything in UK. Sure, because everything is changing every day. Or Cindy Dominic, when are you always live? Yeah, we will work it that way. It's hard to really tell. You can see, like, they keep coming in and out. And I was the one. Oh, Sally, I was the one that chatted you on Instagram about being a mentor. Oh, girl, I don't mind. I don't mind being, if you feel that the content, or if you feel that I'm of any help to you, I don't mind at all. I do not mind at all. Cindy, at what time? Evenings, mostly evenings, because yeah, everything suits mostly evenings. Yeah. Days it will be here and there whenever, like, I feel like I have some time, because you'll find like, yeah, like next week on Wednesdays they go on, what is it called, they go on half term. So if during the day I have someone else to look after them, so maybe I might come live, maybe, or be the time that I create some content. But mostly it's evenings are also better for me. Yeah, they're also better for me, and I believe they are also better for everyone else, mostly. But I believe all of us will find something that suits us, something that will make us, something that will make us meet our needs and destiny. Just know, I'll talk about UK. UK is so big for all of us. My friend, we know our history, and it's big. It's big for all of us, and there's everything for everyone. If it's Germany, another thing, guys, be diverse. If you see, like, there is opportunities in these EU countries about au pair, or some, because every country is different. So you might find a country that says you going there as an au pair or as this is easier. But your dream up here is coming to UK. Please try going to that country, because it's easier for you to transfer from a European country to UK than from African country to UK. Yeah. So if you can be an au pair, or if you can do something that will bring you there, and then you do some course, because when you're here, courses are very easy to do compared to back home. So you can come here, prepare yourself with all the beautiful courses, like a care course and or something, and then you'll be able to transfer back, because you can see, not only UK, but I think most of the European countries are struggling with workers. Yes, you've seen in Germany, they're struggling. So be open. If something can work towards your gain, or towards your goal of coming here, then the better. Yeah. But UK is a good country, and it's a good country because it has opportunities. I will not say life is easy. It's not easy. Life is not easy. But the fact that young people, and that's why I pass this information, because of the young people. Young people like me, I'm not that old. That you are educated. Your parents have done everything Lauren, I'm deducting your money now. Because baby's like, so you've sacrificed a lot to have the degree you have. Yeah, I will not deduct the diploma you have, and you have no job. Yeah. All I can say here is, unless you're choosy, unless you don't want to go and wipe or clean, a school, a hospital, I don't know what, unless you're very choosy, there is always job that can sustain you and live a fair life compared to being unemployed back home. Yeah. So as much as life can be hard here, there is a lot of bills. There is no Osinde Dominic, asante mama, karibu sana. Karibu sana. Pauline Kijo's home. Hello. Thank you for being here. Yeah. So I would say, as much as it's hard, but if you get a chance, there is a chance of you being comfortable and also achieving your dream. Achieving your dream, because where I come from, if you don't know your biology, your chemistry, and your maths, there is no chance you're going to become a nurse in that country. There is no, because the first certificate you get in Form 4, hey, that one will determine your life very well. Yeah. But I'll give you an example. There, you don't know maths, kaput, chemistry, biology. You can't be this, you can't be that. But in you would like to become a nurse. You will like to become a GP, a general practitioner, or a doctor. Here, it might take time, but eventually you'll become what you want. You know why? Because if you fail, if you are an adult or someone that failed GCSE, you can do your access courses. And mind you, you can do access even online. Yeah, you can do access courses online. Just check how much it is, if it's affordable, but you can do them. Yeah, you do access and you do your maths. Yeah, and if you've passed your maths from back home, you don't need to do it again. But here you can do something equivalent of Form 4, which is called functional skills, maths and English. Yeah, you have those two things, you can start your nursing. Yeah, you start your nursing slowly. You do your nursing after 3 years, you do something else, and you can start your way towards working being a general practitioner or something. So what I'm saying is, it might take long, but there is chances, and you're given chances to grow yourself. Yeah, your children also have a chance to be whom they want to be, because if your child wants to dance, that is the activity that you will be paying for them. Yeah, once a week, maybe Saturday, take them for an hour, you pay for them, they learn how to dance. Here, children talents are not taken for granted. You start nurturing your child slowly, because it's not about the schoolwork. Schoolwork is important, but you have to see, what is your child doing, what are they good at, and that is what also you start nurturing. And being exposed to this country enables you to also support and expose your children more. Yeah, so I would say, being out here, it also has a lot of advantages. So I don't take it for granted, and we thank God. And we thank God to also those people that God knows they will come to the UK soon or in a few months, and we will remind ourselves of these nights that we used to talk about, this lovely country. Yeah. So guys, I've really appreciated your time. We've gone over 2 hours. Thank you so much. And yeah, share, subscribe, like. Whenever I'm live, try and come, we talk, because guys, we haven't reached the target. We haven't reached to when we reach to 1,000 subscribers. That's when I can send a notification on I can send notification on community, and you guys will be able to see like what time I'll be coming on live, or when I'm advertising a live. Yeah, so we haven't gotten to that point, but I know by God's grace we will get to there one day. So we haven't gotten to 1K, so most of the time I just have to plan the live like half an hour before, or half an hour to 1 hour before, and then we go live. But we will get there eventually. So thank you so much. I would just say, have a lovely, lovely night, and let me take care of these little people, and I shall see you soon. Thank you so much. Take care.